Hi, and welcome to the Femme Fiasco podcast, or welcome back, sexy humans. I'm Venice.
And I'm Autumn.
And we filmed this on March 8th, International Women's Day, so happy International Women's Day to all you sexy queens.
Happy International Women's Day, ladies, the girls.
Yes, even though it's a little late, since this comes out late.
But... Yeah, but it's a thought that counts.
It's a thought. Like, this is the Femme Fiasco podcast.
Duh.
We bad bitches up in this bitch. Bad bitches up in this bitch.
Bad bitches up in this bitch.
Well, how's your week been?
It's been not very good. I had a giant fucking infection on my leg for some reason.
That's crazy. Yeah, you've been telling me about this.
Yeah, so and it popped up out of nowhere, which is why it's so weird to me, because this kind of shit's never happened to me. And of course it's after we talked about the fucking B12 injection, so then I was like,
the fucking welts.
I know, the welts and shit. And then a week later I pop up with a welt the size of Texas, bitch. This bitch is huge and it's hard to the touch, it's red and it's hot. I was like, holy fucking shit. So I got called out the day before, and I had work that day. It was a Tuesday, so I was crossing my fucking fingers that I was gonna get called out again, because I was like, there's no way I can do this shit. I don't get called out. Nope. So I go in and I work on it all day long, which also probably wasn't very smart, because it's I needed to have it elevated, but all the fluid was collecting in my calf and just getting fucking bigger. So literally throughout the day I just felt it just hurting so bad. And our job, we have to clean all this shit, so literally on my hands and fucking knees with this giant welt on my leg. Okay,
so fun. Let's gotta slay.
So then I finally go home and I take a look at it. I'm like, oh my god. And it was huge. It was probably this big if you're on the video version, huge,
like a sand dollar.
She was
thick.
thick, and it was raised, you could see it through my fucking pants, dude.
Oh shit.
I was like, oh my god, they're gonna have to chop off my leg. What the fuck is happening? So
scary.
It was scary.
It is scary as fuck.
So I go to bed that night. I put a warm compress on it. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go to bed and we'll see how it is in the morning. I drew a circle around how big it was, just to see if it would get any bigger, small, whatever. Go to bed, wake up the next day, that bitch doubled in size. It's past the fucking marks I made on my legs. It hurts to walk. It hurts to stand for too long. It hurt to touch. And my dogs are literal fucking, love them to death, but they always are so goddamn nosy, so they kept on coming up and hitting it or bumping it or smelling it. It was leave me the fuck alone, this shit hurts.
Yeah, this is not fun, babe.
No. So I think it wasn't yesterday. I think that day is the day that my mom wanted me to go to urgent care, and then I eventually went to urgent care, but I was so fucking scared because it was a couple of things that me and my family were running through, but it was trigger warning, content warning, because this is about to get kind of gross. So back in the day, when I was living in West Jordan, it was Steven was probably this is my brother Steven, he was probably 13, 12, 13, and he got a staph infection on his thumb, and that shit blew up like a fucking balloon, bitch.
Ow,
like a balloon.
I can imagine.
It was disgusting. So then I went to the urgent care with him, and what had happened was they cut that bitch open and then got all the infected, nasty green pus shit out, and then they had to take the nurses kicked me out of the room because they kept on going and
so you're thinking that's what's gonna happen to your leg, so you're freaked the fuck out
immediately. I'm thinking, I'm the last time I got told about something like this, it's that's where I was, and I was I don't want to go to the urgent care, fuck that. So we get there, the wait wasn't really that bad, it was fine, and also at this point it's my leg is fucking hairy because I had shaved a couple days prior, so then it was I was planning on shaving the day after I got home from work that day.
Yeah.
So then I was oh, literally never mind. Yeah. So then I go in, my leg is kind of hairy, and I'm just mad fucking embarrassed. And then come to find out it's probably from either an ingrown hair
Which is so fucking
like
weird.
an ingrown hair.
That's gotta be a rare fucking thing.
I know,
Yeah.
which again, like shit like this has never fucking happened to me. Like it was insane, like hurting to fucking walk, like having to keep this shit elevated, like it was so fucking painful, dude. And then they were like, well, because we have like bacteria all over our bodies, good bacteria, whatever, but it can like even a small cut from like a nick of a razor, which I probably did cut my, I don't know, I don't even know, could have been, I don't fucking know. So like that's the most irritating part about all this is I don't know what happened.
I fucking hate that. You don't even have like a real diagnosis. You're just like, okay.
They don't even know what happened, but they thankfully they didn't have to cut my fucking leg open because I was having a panic attack. I was like, if they come back, because there was like the nurse who came in and like gets you checked in and shit and like does your blood pressure, and then they were having a doctor and the doctor had a student, so they sent in the student first, and I was like, I swear to God, if this student comes back with a doctor in like a little tiny cart, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. I'm gonna be like, I gotta go. But they just like made me show them like my leg again, and they were like touching. I was like, ow, this fucking hurts. And then I just got put on antibiotics. So now I've got to take 4 antibiotics a day for 7 days.
Slay.
So many antibiotics. So now I'm on antibiotics, prebiotics. I have birth control, and I take Zoloft.
Perfect. That's literally how I was.
It's such a mix of just so many things happening. It's not fun.
No, for real. I literally got off that because I was doing the same thing. I was taking so much shit. It was like my birth control, my migraine medication, my depression medication, like all of this fucking shit I was taking. I was like taking 5+ pills a night. And I was like, you know what? I'm kind of over this. And I just like raw dogged it all. I found out like different ways to like cope with depression with like other supplements and shit. And I've been doing fine.
Which also I kind of wanted to talk
Some people do that. Some people, I mean, it works for some people. Some people, I'm not sitting here being like, don't take your pills. Like, if you need them to work for you, please, by all means. But me personally, I was just sick of it. And I felt like I was just, it was too much for me. I was like,
oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I feel like I was just like super numb from the like antidepressants and like the birth control. Like I wasn't having like good highs or low lows. And I feel like that's life. Like you gotta have the lows, you gotta have the highs. Like the lows make the highs great.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's why I was like, you know what? This isn't like working for me anymore. And I just like got off of it. I mean, like I still like have safe sex. I'm not trying to have kids like ever actually. Don't fucking come for me for that. But I don't want kids. But either way, I'm like, here's the thing is I've like been a smoker and I got reading the little packet and it said if you're a smoker and take birth control because of the high blood pressure, you can like your chances of dying by age like 35 up to like 90%. And I was like, so I was like, that's maybe scary. I should stop taking this because I probably am going to keep smoking. Allegedly.
Yeah,
maybe.
I'm probably gonna get off, like, I want to eventually stop taking like my medication soon and like wean myself off of it and whatnot, but I also just kind of want to talk about this in general. Like my mom brought it up to me a day and just talk about a little bit of like depression and whatnot because there was like some sad shit that happened. Like, so on TLC, do you know the show I love to speak. It's so easy. Do you know the show Sister Wives?
Yes, I've heard of that.
So one of their wives, like one of their sons, had taken their like life in these last 2 days.
That's really sad.
I know, it's really awful. So I feel really bad. And they're like kind of like from Utah and around that whole thing. And
that's so
his
sad.
Dad was being a nasty little fuck. So
I
think
have a lot of experience with that.
No, my mom was telling me like what his dad was like saying, and I was like, that sounds a lot like somebody I fucking knew, like a nasty fuck I know. So just let you guys know, always get help.
Yeah.
You can always go get help. Fucking, there's suicide hotline numbers if you're like feeling like that. You can get on medication. Fuck it. I take medication. Like, destigmatize medication. It's not a big deal. Do it if you need to. Don't do it if you need to. But like, just know that life, it's gonna be okay. Yeah. This isn't the end.
Yeah,
so.
For sure. And like this sounds like really fucking stupid, and I feel like everybody says this. But I feel like for me personally, I feel like one thing that's like my new outlet, because I take a lot of CMOS, like I can show you the little like CMOS I take. I feel like that's what helps me with my depression and stuff. But also for me personally, I love like working out and like getting in like my headphones on and just like jamming the fuck out and like jamming my emotions out and like letting myself feel it while I'm working out and letting that like fuel me to do better. But for people that don't want to work out and you want to do something just more chill, like even throwing headphones in and just like taking a quick walk around the neighborhood, just like walk or like literally
doing an activity you love, like, find a hobby, like, shit like that.
Yeah,
it's
like,
like,
focus on what you love.
yeah, like, it will really bring out the light in life, like, I promise. So just to let you guys know, we love you guys.
Love you so much. If you need anything too, literally, you can DM us, comment, anything. You don't even have to do the anonymous thing. If you want to do the anonymous thing, you can. But we're always here for you too. So
just to let you guys know, we love you guys. So thank you.
Yeah, and you can even DM. I'm pretty sure that even on Femme Fiasco, our DMs are open. So.
Yeah, always open. So if you don't feel comfortable talking with somebody else, if you need to talk to like one of us,
seriously, I'll play therapist for that for sure. I do it all the time anyway. So.
I basically am like fucking certified. That's why I have my glasses on today. Hello, welcome to my therapist office. I am Dr. Phil.
I thought you were gonna say Dr. Price. Damn it,
Dr. Price. That too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the new show. I could be the new Dr. Phil.
Honestly, actually, hold up. Should we do
called
like a
your mom a
Dr.
fucking
Phil?
bitch.
I think we should both do it.
I think we should.
And it's like double doctors.
I think we should also dress up exactly like him, so like bald cap and all, and then wear mustaches. Yeah. Then be dead serious. Oh my god, you could be Dr. Phil, and I could be Steve Harvey. Because now Steve Harvey is like Dr. Harvey or whatever, and has his own doctor show, or Judge Harvey or whatever. I'm like, you are none of these things.
No, he
I'm is. Like, when on Family Feud were you also like, let me pop off to lawyer school and learn how to be a judge?
Never.
Like,
didn't do it once. That's crazy.
I'm like, that's insane.
It's giving
that's
Bridget Mendler.
Honestly, can do everything. I said, okay, multitasking king.
Jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades. I can sing, I can dance, I can act, I can model. It's like, okay, Steve Harvey. Literally Steve Harvey. He's like,
now I'm a businessman.
I can judge. I can get down with the girls.
I'm literally the best host anybody's ever seen. I don't know if you saw my performance with the Miss Universe competition.
I forgot that fucking happened.
That, so
that was really bad. I would actually be so sad if that was me.
Literally, greatest host
literally getting crowned like Miss fucking Universe, and then having somebody come over to you and just, I would just, like, take that shit off my head. I would be like,
have you seen H3's reaction to it?
No.
It's so fucking funny, dude. He like speeds it up. It's a good like. Steve Harvey lets his mistake go for a good, 10-15 minutes of this girl getting crowned and applauded, and he's like, excuse me, everyone.
He didn't want to, stop it before it happened. Nope. He didn't want to be like, oh my god.
No, he, and then, the other girl that did win, she was just like...
And see,
okay.
If I was the other girl who had won, I wouldn't want to do that to somebody else
I'd be
either.
Like, at this point, can she just have it?
Yeah, I was just like, can she just keep it?
Yeah, I'm good
I
now.
wouldn't, yeah. It's like, I made it this far, again, I get it's a competition, but also at the end of the day, it's like, man, I don't need to see you taking the fucking Miss Universe crown off somebody else's head and to put it on me. That would make me feel awful. That is not very Miss Universe.
Yeah.
I don't think. I think it would be more Miss Universe if you just, let it slide.
Yeah, for sure.
I would be like, no.
Which, can they even do that, though?
I don't know, but the minute they would, go to, fucking reach for the crown, I'd be like, no. She's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Give her applause. She's okay. She won. Yeah. You said she won. Yeah. It's the final verdict. She won. You said it.
Yep.
You can't take it back, dumbass.
No, I would have definitely left it at that, too. It's like, you already fucked up. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, that honestly, oh my god, I feel so bad for everybody involved. And then Stephen Harvey literally just didn't give a fuck.
No, for real. Imagine on his resume, he's best host.
Best host. I did host Miss Universe. He puts
says it is
all
real.
The years. Yeah. Oh my god, dude.
He's a whole fucking reel of all of his work, and that's the first one.
It's you know how high schoolers, whenever they're applying for colleges and shit like that, if they do football, it's they'll do their best moments and shit like that. Yeah. It's so this is actually my clip show. These are my best highlights. That's a good one, huh?
Go ahead and run through these.
That's a really good one, huh? I'm really proud of that.
You see this one up at the top? Yeah, this is the Miss Universe competition.
I'm actually super proud of this one.
Yeah. See, I wanted to include it because it looks like I fucked up, but truly it shows how well I'm able to handle situations.
And how, versatile I am. Exactly. And how it's,
I'm quick on my feet.
And how I am under pressure.
Exactly.
They really do, honestly, what they say is true. The most pressure, a lot of pressure, creates diamonds. I'm a fucking diamond.
Exactly.
Once you hire me, you'll get that from me. Yeah, you can, put some pressure on me, and, I'll come back even more hard and shiny.
You can't break me, baby. I'm dying.
What the fuck?
How did we get into a Steve Harvey bit? This is not on
I don't
the
know,
fucking
but I love
docket
it.
for today.
I don't know, but I love
I
it.
know, this is great.
But you know what is on the
Stevie.
docket for
Oh,
today?
Stevie.
All things cigarettes, love.
You guys, I've been wanting to talk about all things cigarettes for a long time.
Ciggies. Get myself a nice cigarette, a stogue.
Hey y'all.
A stogie him up.
I love a good stoke. No, I don't, actually. So we have talked about Sunset Coffee. It was in our guest episode with Janessa. So Sunset Coffee, I don't know how well we explained it in this episode, but there are car meets in there because it's just a big ass parking lot. But pretty much at Sunset, it's a coffee shop, but they purposefully have like a side where you can smoke, because most places you can't, like, it's like, okay, no smoking within 25 feet. But on their side patio, it's like part of their whole gimmick is that you can go there, get your coffee. It's open late as fuck, early as fuck.
It's
and
also
you can
like
go
part of the
smoke on their
gimmick to
patio.
like go outside anyways, because like that's where you see the sunset. Like that's
you see
the
the
point.
sunset.
That's why it's called Sunset Coffee. Like,
it's
come
on the hill. Like, it's the whole thing.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. It's such a shame that fuckers took it over, because I actually really did like it, but I also don't want to go back.
I loved it, but the people from high school, unfortunately,
I will not be going back. I'm so sorry.
Every single time I've been to Sunset, I've seen somebody I know. Every single fucking time. And I love the fucking environment. I love the smell. I love their fucking product. Like, I will fucking ride for Sunset, but like the people have just cringed it the fuck.
The people have honestly really ruined it. Like, all the car boys have ruined it. Like, it's such a shame. It's like
such a fucking shame, dude.
It's like, does Sunset allow this? First of all, like,
no, they have cops come all the time and like have to shut the people down in the parking lots for the car boys.
So they like are straight up making this on like Canva and then sending it out to all the car boys.
Yeah, exactly.
Girl. Exactly. I'm sure there's like a fucking church parking lot you can go like mob around in on like a Friday night.
No, dude, doubt it.
No, fuck that.
No, dude, meet up at Sunset.
Meet up at a fucking
Friday night.
Why?
7:45.
God, I feel
sharp.
so fucking bad for them.
No, for real. But anyways, because you could smoke at Sunset, people would always bring in their vapes, their cigarettes. Like, you would meet like people of all fucking walks of life would come to this coffee shop.
Facts.
Like the
guy with the fedora every single day and his corn-cobbed pipe, literally, I would love to have sat and talked with him. Milady.
Milady. Dude, I talked to so many random fuckers at Sunset Coffee. Do you know how many fucking cigarettes I bummed off of people at the age of 16 at Sunset fucking Coffee? Like, I'm not even kidding, because you'd go there and you'd make friends. Like, one time me and a few of my friends, like a few of my girls, we went there because we always knew that you could go there and like get a smoke and like have fun and like dick around and just have a good night. And so we would go to Sunset and we met this I don't know if they were a gay couple or if they were just gay friends, but like they were very like open about it because they had brought their own liquor. They were pouring it into their coffee, like they're drinking, smoking, like having their cigarettes. Like, I'm pretty sure they might have even had a dab pen, but I don't think none of us ended up hitting that. But they had cigarettes, and this was in my cigarette phase, and we would just, like, get cigarettes from people, and they just, like, give us cigarettes. We'd be like, hey, can we have one? And be like, yeah, sure. Sure. And they'd be like, oh, can I get a light, too?
Oh, my God.
And some people are like, yeah, let me light it for you. Because they're, like, dudes, do you know how many fucking guys, like, gay or straight, would be like, pretty girls don't light their own cigarettes?
Yeah.
It was, like,
it's like a whole thing. It's like a whole thing.
Mm-hmm. So, like, I mean, I did light my own cigarettes, but most of the time I wasn't. Mm-hmm. But I just fucking drink a coffee, fucking smoke a cigarette, and just hang with the girls.
That's crazy. It's crazy. That's absolutely insane. I've actually never smoked a cigarette. Ever. Never, ever.
Which is crazy to me. I mean, good for you, though.
I've smoked cigars. Like, I've taken a couple of puffed off like a cigar. Like,
I don't think I've done that.
Like, I'm a fucking, like, if you've ever seen I Think You Should Leave, definitely, like, giving that.
Yeah.
Like, smoking on a giant fucking cigar.
That's fucking awesome.
And then I've done, like, they were, like, little tiny, like, rolls, but they weren't cigarettes. They were, like, other...
It was just, like, filled with tobacco and, like, in a paper or something, or what?
Yeah, but I don't even know, like, what you would classify them as. I don't even know, like, what to fucking classify them as. But they were not cigarettes.
Was it tobacco? Rolled in paper?
No, I don't think so.
What were you smoking?
I don't know.
Okay, good.
I
good.
don't know.
That's fine.
I'm gonna be really honest.
We've all been there.
It was definitely with Team Rocket. It was.
I love that.
I know, so iconic.
So
It was in like
funny.
a cigarette like pack, but it was not a cigarette.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were almost like fuck. It had like a purple band around it. They were like green almost. I don't know. They were like herbal cigarettes. But they didn't have like tobacco in them or some shit like that.
And there weren't THC. Was it just like a CBD thing?
I think it might have been a CBD thing. I'm not sure, dude.
Because I've heard of like CBD cigarettes.
Yeah.
Which like that does not count as a real cigarette.
I'm gonna be so honest. I have no fucking idea. But like, if we're
both just,
talking like
blinked.
Newports, like Camels, like
Marlboros. I love saying it like that.
Marlboros. I'm talking never, ever, never even
luxury.
graced my lip. Not a cigarette, but no.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm too classy for that.
Classy. Well, the thing is, though, is the nicotine addiction didn't even start from cigarettes. Because my older brothers, like, or older brother, like, well, the one that's, like, older, he, when, like, back in his day, like, vapes weren't really a thing, like, as a kid. So, like, when he was in his teens, like, if you were gonna get addicted to nicotine, it was gonna be through cigarettes, and he totally did. Which I probably would have too. Honestly, but my whole family smoked. Well, not my whole family, but a lot of people in my family smoked cigarettes. So I was just around it all the time as a kid. So I was like, "Ooh, it's my turn."
That's so fucking funny,
dude. I hella smoked cigs. I like don't like them now. Like I'm not gonna lie, I do fuck with the smell every now and then. Would I puff? Would I take a drag off of a random cig? Sure. Maybe not a random cig, but if somebody I know around me, like
just a random cig is fuss, I was like, okay,
just
girl.
kidding, just joking. But like, so if there is somebody around me that
if I see a lit cigarette on the fucking sidewalk,
that's my
some lipstick on it, half smoked, might as well.
Yeah.
Kind of bent, might as well.
Your trash is my treasure, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You go through like, you know how like at grocery stores they have the little thing where you can ash them. You're like digging through it. That's so fucking disgusting.
Have you seen that picture of that guy that has his foot in like the ashing sand and he's like, what it feels like to be at the beach?
No, but that's
I'll have to find it and send it to you. That's great.
Ew.
It's fucking awesome.
God, just relaxing at the beach.
But honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't like love cigarettes, but I would like if somebody around me that I like trusted was like smoking a cig and they like lit one up, I'd be like, can I take a drag of that? Like I would. And I like have actually recently I don't know if I should like say the name, but somebody close to me got cigarettes from like out of the country. They were like European or some shit. I definitely smoked one. It was delicious. It is not like an American cigarette. It was fucking delicious.
Where were they from? France.
I don't know. I want to say it was more like
Italian.
Babe, do you remember where those cigarettes were from? It was Swedish. It was like Swedish. Ooh, my blood.
Don't get
God damn it. Yeah, those were fucking delicious. Like, I'm not gonna lie, an American cigarette, you can taste the raunch. They taste like honestly,
clean. I feel like that's just goes to show like what America is. I feel like America in itself, America in itself is just a cigarette. It's like, I feel like that's what America would taste like.
Yeah.
Like you just said you could taste the raunch. It's like, yeah. It's like, I'm not really surprised. Yeah, you can taste the raunch. Like,
yeah, and you can't
a little raunchy,
and you can't tell until you like. I literally didn't like get that there was like a raunchy flavor to American cigarettes until I had smoked like a Swedish one, and then I was like, by the way, I smoked the Swedish one legal, so fuck you. But anyway, of legal age, fuck you.
I thought you meant like you were in Sweden.
No, I wish I was sick, but
just a picture of you in a fur-lined cap.
I mean, it was delicious. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Slay.
It was fun.
Slay. But
I don't get like buzzed off cigarettes. So like back in the day, like it's fucking stupid saying I was smoking cigarettes at 16. Allegedly, I guess. But like back in the day, like dude, the reason I'd smoke cigarettes is because it was a different kind of buzz.
Well, you know what's crazy is
it was a good buzz.
My brothers used to smoke hookah, so
I've done that, but
I've done that too.
Okay.
I like it. I think it's fun.
We should go to a fucking
hookah bar.
Hookah bar.
I don't know how I feel about those though. It's like what.
Yeah,
the
honestly,
tea?
we could just go smoke hookah with my brother because he's like into it. Like
Yeah.
he knows how to do it like professionally to a T. Because I've heard, well, no, I haven't heard this from anybody other than my brother, but my brother is like super into like anime. All of his friends are like Japanese and shit, and he loves the culture. He's Def's one of those, which is awesome. I mean, good for you, I guess. But I guess like he said that the Japanese are the ones that have like mastered the hookah, and it's like
Really?
yeah. So he's like, and all of his buddies have it mastered. So he's like, he's got it down. Like he's got a nice ass hookah. Like he knows how to set that shit up.
Damn.
Like he knows how to heat up the rocks and do all that because
I think it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. My brothers were into it for a minute because we had a neighbor back in our old house who was from Bulgaria, and he
That's
like
sick.
got him into it. Yeah. So they went in one time on like a hella expensive hookah. It was like huge, bitch. It was like
Damn.
huge, like a
Yeah.
basketball hoop's bottom size. Like it was that
I know what you're
fucking
talking
big.
about. The one Casey has is fucking huge.
Yeah, it was humongous, and they would like always put ice in it. It was fun. I think Christian might have one.
Yeah, he would.
I think Christian might have one. I'm not sure, but I know for sure has one. Cuz I have been over there like hanging out with him. Honestly though, like now never mind. It's over there. Actually, you know what? It is worth it. Now I can see why she was so fucking worried about me.
Yeah, you're in
Because I was just hanging out. It's like, so you didn't get invited? What are you doing? That sucks. You're fucking lame. No, I don't want to. Okay, I will. That sucks. Let's go smoke some hookah. I think it's fun. I think it's
actually,
fun.
I'm down.
I think it's super fun. It's like
Yeah,
a
it is
whole
fun.
thing.
I love like the sound of like
Yeah, it's fun.
like the sucky sound from the
I like the whole like little tubes and then it's a fun little. It's like holding a wand. I love it. I love it. It makes me feel bougie.
oh yeah,
It's
and
fun.
I love the sound of the like the sucking, and you can do tricks with them,
They're fun,
like
dude.
fucking around
They're
with
fun.
O's and shit.
And we should totally go like fuck around with a hookah.
Yeah, too bad Utah doesn't have hookah lounges.
No, but they do have that one like hookah coffee. See, like fucking.
Oh, the
thing.
coffee hookah vape, but they don't do that really.
Oh, I
It's
thought
just,
they
you
did
go in there, it's
that.
just a vape shop.
Oh, I
That's
thought
all.
it was like a hookah bar for the longest time.
The one in Lake Draper.
Yeah.
Yep, nope.
What?
It's pretty much just a vape shop.
That's lame.
You like their whole drink section and all that's just like not working.
That's
like
lame.
it's just not
Not
in
giving.
action. Not giving.
Yeah.
I think it worked for like the first like few months it was open, and then they shut it down. I think it was something to do with laws. I don't know.
Weird.
Something about like being able to smoke inside while drinking with Utah laws.
But they weren't drinking that. They're just making coffee, right?
Well, I know, but it's something about like inside like a food and beverage establishment, like being
Oh.
it's weird because like that Sunset gets away with it because you can smoke outside on their patio, but inside in Utah laws they're like weird about shit like
Weird.
that.
Okay.
Utah's always weird though, so what are you gonna do?
True. What do you do when you live in a fucking shoe?
Yeah,
Lord
real.
knows.
Big old shoes,
Big old shoes. Big shoes to fill.
big shoes to fill.
Size 18.
Well, would you ever smoke a cigarette with me? Would you take your cigarette virginity with
I
Venice?
would. I totally would. I'll save it for you.
Okay, Slay. Please do. Please save it for me.
I will. Because I've been offered one once before, and then I was drunk, and then I just forgot to ask them for it.
Oh yeah.
Or I think they just didn't hear me. We were in like a parking garage leaving, so I was like, can I get a cigarette now? And then I was like, actually, I don't know about all that, because like I'm about to get in the car. It's gonna make my hair stink. Like I'm not gonna be out anymore.
Yeah.
Like
At that point, it's like if I'm on the way home,
Yeah, it's like-
and I'm not smoking to get high.
yeah, it's like I'm already leaving the function. Like
Functions being left.
I'm ready to take off my shoes.
Yeah.
Like I don't know about all this,
Oh, for sure, for sure.
but I'll definitely save it for you.
Please do, please do, dude. It was so fucking funny though. We would go to Sunset and just like we were literally like 16, and we just start hanging out with like groups of guys that were like 26. And they were just like so drunk, just like talking about random shit. They'd give us cigarettes, like we would shoot the shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah. A whole nother crazy thing. I'm not getting into this whole story today, but when I was 16, I was talking to somebody that was 20, and I met them at Sunset and like had smoked cigarettes with them and like a whole thing.
Oh hell
But
no.
we like literally when I tell you like I had only hugged this man, like that was all that happened, and then we just like quit talking over Snapchat.
Yeah.
Which obviously is like for the better. Like I'm not like oh my God,
Yeah.
but, like,
What is a fucking 20-year-old doing talking to a 16-year-old?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like that's probably why it fizzled out. I bet you on his part he was like, this is weird. Because we hung out like maybe once or twice outside of Sunset because we met at Sunset and like got each other's Snapchats, and like me and all my friends got his Snap, and then like I was talking to him for a little bit, and then it just like we were like hung out a few times, and it wasn't like weird, but it was just like
not there.
Yeah. But also like I feel like there was definitely a part on his end that was like, what's up? This is weird. But
you think he felt weird is what you're trying to say?
No, like I probably just about the age part, because I come off like a lot older than I seem. Like I think I've told you this, but when I maybe I just told Kai this, but I was down at this restaurant in Vegas with my family, like one of the ones we go to all the time, and this guy came up to me and he was like, hey, you should call me, and like gave me his business card. He like fully worked there, like on the clock. This dude looks like he's like 28. And then like, because I'm like walking to the bathroom, and then I walk out of the bathroom, and then the guy was like, hey, so I just wanted to ask you really quick, how old are you? Because I think you're like 23, and my buddy over here says you're like 16, 17, and we're like wondering like how old you are, which is crazy. Crazy people are making bets on my age.
Oh my god.
And I was like, oh no, I'm like, I just said 16 or 17, I don't remember. And then he said like, oh damn it. He's like, oh well, I just like, don't call me.
He's like, give me that card back.
He didn't even take it back. He just said something like, don't call me, or he probably didn't even say don't call me.
Yeah.
I think he just said, oh okay, well never mind then. I think he said some shit like that. But just
what a fucking freak, dude. Oh. That shit, like, that's crazy. And I feel like we especially got that a lot growing up because we're also so fucking tall.
Yeah,
so
tall like, part.
Bitch, we don't look our fucking age. Like, we look old as fuck.
Yeah. Well, especially as a kid, dude. Like, when 17, 18, like, I looked 22, 23.
Same. I looked fully, like, grown.
It's funny, though, because when I look back at old pictures of me, I'm like, oh, I look young as fuck, but I see how I got away with it.
Yeah, it's like
both. It's weird.
I know, I see it, but I also, like, look back, I'm like, first of all, ew, yuck, cringe. But second of all, it's like, I feel like to myself, I look like a baby, but I feel like if I were to look at myself via somebody else, it would make sense.
Yeah, no, for real. Yeah, men are just fucking weird. But anyways... Yeah, people always thought I was older, so I'd get away with shit, and I think that's why, like, people, because, like, the girls I would go with, too, to Sunset, like, they were, like, one of them was, well, actually, most of them were, like, the girls that are like us, where they're, like, the taller girls. I'll tell you off camera who they are, but, they're, like, the, like, taller girls like us that, like, look very much older as well, and then one of the girls that we hang out with is also somebody we hang out with, and she's older than us anyway, so she already looks older, because we were, like, 16, she's, like, 18, 19 kind of thing, or at least back in the day. So, like, we would always get, like, people were always giving us cigarettes and shit. Like, people wouldn't even ask our age, and when people did ask our age, like, we were always lying about it.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't ever say I'm, like, 18. I'd always say 17, because I didn't want to, like, say that I was 18 and, like, get myself into something I knew I couldn't. But, like, before the age of 17, if I was, like, 15 or 16, I'd just be like, oh, I'm 17. I'm about to be 18, but not quite. Because I didn't want to, like, I didn't want to push it. Unless if I was at, like, a party, crazy parties, I'd be like, I'm 18.
I didn't want to push it.
Yeah, because one time I went to a party, and I said I was 15, because I was 15, and I told them, and they were, like, people, like, were literally telling me not to tell people that. They were like, do not, like, don't. They were like, don't fucking say you're 15. Like,
oh,
what are you fucking doing? Anyway.
Another story for another day.
That was a crazy party. I've done a lot of crazy shit in my life. It's only about to get crazier.
I don't know, I feel like I was pretty reserved. I feel like sometimes I would, like, wild out, but I was, for the most part, I really didn't do much.
Dude, I was wilding out because, in my opinion, and allegedly, my home life wasn't great, and then my school life was also not great, because Juan Diego was shit. Like, my brother was the class clown and got caught a few times, like, in his little schemes of prankster shit. So then I was always, like, on the radar, so I was, like, always getting called out for stupid shit, just, like, they were always just fucking with me. I was always getting fucked with at school, always getting fucked with at home, allegedly. So then I was like, you know what? I'm a ball. Yeah. I'm gonna go fuck it, we ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I was such a reckless little fucker. Like, like, the shit I have done is yet to even be told.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Y'all don't even know yet. Y'all don't even know the half of it, girl.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild. Anyway.
Anyways,
cigarette virginity will be taken by me.
We'll catch it on video.
Maybe we go do a Europe trip and, like, do it in Europe, because that would be way cooler than just, like, with a Camel Crush, you know what I mean?
With a marble.
Maybe
very cool.
Yeah, I'm not, like, a real cigarette smoker, because I never, like, had a preference.
Yeah.
I just, like, bum whatever.
You just would take whatever the fuck you could get. So you... So like a fucking homeless bitch.
Yep. Literally
Bought a cigarette.
Bottom feeder energy, babe. For sure. So fucking absolutely.
Cigarettes, please.
But also, I would get offered a lot of cigarettes too. Like, a lot of the times, I just start talking to people and they'd be smoking. They'd be like, oh, you want to smoke? And I'd be like, sure. But there were some times where I did ask. Because I'd always get to the point where it's like, what am I going to do? Not smoke if I'm here? Might as well ask.
Might as well ask. What's the worst going to say no?
Yeah, exactly. I've always been fine with rejection. I'm like, at least I know now, like, the answer. Because I would rather know the answer than, like, sit there and be like, I wonder.
Yeah.
Like, even at concerts, like, I'm always the bitch that, like, if somebody has something and I don't, I'll be like, can I hit that? Mm-hmm. Can I take a pap of that?
Can I take a pap?
Hey,
can we get a pap smear of that?
Are you cool with me taking a rip ski off the reef ski?
Can I do that? Is that alright with you?
Are you cool with that or what's good?
No, for real.
Can't help it.
I don't know. I don't really get, I feel like back in the day I used to kind of get scared of rejection, but I don't. Like, I feel like ever since I was like fucking 16 or 17, I was like, I like changed my mindset. I was like, okay, this shit's not happening. Like,
I was like, who fucking cares at this point? It's so
I was
pointless.
like, okay, like say no. Like, I'll go figure out some other shit out. Like, whatever.
Exactly.
Whatever. I'll figure it out with or without you, girl. Like, trust me, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I'll always figure some shit out. I'll always figure some shit out.
A little bit of insight from the Femme Fiasco podcast this evening. Just us spilling what we do.
Spilling the tea, what we do. That's just like what you get with the girls.
Yeah, let us know if you've had a cigarette phase or if you're currently addicted.
And if you're currently addicted, let us know like what your like fave cig is. Like what's your brand? Like you do menthol, no menthol. That's what I was gonna say. What's the tea? What's the tea?
Or are you just a Zinner thinner?
I did have a Zin phase. I do like Zins.
I do like Zins. The
Zins are fun. Ooh, I like the winter green.
They're fun, but they hurt my tummy. I have to spit with them. I can't swallow with a Zin. It's like dip for me. I still have to
I've
spit.
also never had dip.
Oh my god, I've done dip too.
That's crazy. I've never done dip.
It's not that
That's
fun.
a little too hicky for me.
You're gonna have to. I bet you could guess the fucking hick I did fucking dip with in our friend group. The most hick person.
Yeah, already I know. But I was like, at first, whenever you said hick, I was like, well, you gotta be more specific. There's a lot of like wannabe hicks at Juan Diego, and like
wannabe hick is crazy. You have to like wannabe. It's like a wannabe pop star.
No, it's like insane. It's like this is their bread and butter, like shit they're striving for. Like motherfuckers were on the baseball team and would be like walking around in cowboy boots. I'm like, dog, you're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy, pal.
Thinking this is fully fucking Texas.
Yeah, feeling like these are Texas. We got on some big boots. You're good.
It's like this ain't Texas.
Yeah, we are not fucking. This is not Texas. You cannot hold them. Hello.
Yeah. Hello, Beyonce said it.
This ain't Texas. Ain't no hold 'em.
I wish that song existed when we were in high school. Do you know how many fucking people I would have started playing that around?
No, for real.
So many people.
You know how many people are like mad at Beyonce and saying she's not a country singer and all this shit? It's like, well, first of all, Queen was born in Houston, Texas, baby. Yeah. Like, she's epitome of, like, country. If y'all really want to, like, go there, we can go.
Yeah, well, it's also, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure black people invented country music.
No, you're right.
So, like, why does it fucking matter?
Yeah, then? I'm like, who the
Because
fuck cares?
Taylor Swift went from country to pop. Mm-hmm. Why can't she dabble a little bit in country? Who fucking cares?
Like, why can't she just dip her toes? Who cares? Yeah, also, who the fuck cares? Like,
it's like everybody wants to come for Beyonce. Like, we talked about this in the pilot. Like, they're coming for Beyonce for the James Charles
Beyonce
shit.
alone.
Like, leave her alone.
God, I feel like who's that one person when it's like, leave Britney alone? That's literally me with Beyonce. Leave her alone. I'm so bored. I'm so tired of it. Find something else to do. I'm so bored.
It's like, you guys are just bored and you're boring. Like, can you be entertaining, please?
No,
try to be like us.
It's really so annoying. I'm like, girl, please leave the poor girl alone. But when I say like wannabe hicks, I'm like, and with peace and love,
Peace and love.
Well, with this specific person,
It's
like I didn't even dislike this person. Like I thought they were fine. This person, like this dude and I never had any beef or anything like that. But around like junior, senior year, he would start wearing like hella cowboy boots and like trying to be country and shit like that. I'm like, okay, whatever, dog. Like whatever floats your boat. I don't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. Turns out this fucker would also wear like his cowboy boots fully like in gym. Mm-hmm. And that was always my biggest like like, what are we doing here? It's
I know exactly
that's like putting on
the short king.
But it's like, I never had a problem with him. I was just always wondering. Cool. It's like,
also a lifer.
Lifers. King.
But the person I'm talking about is not that person.
What?
That I packed the lip with?
Oh, no. I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Okay.
This person, like, who would wear cowboy boots in gym class, I was like, that's crazy as fuck, dude. Like, you're
in the gym outfit with his cowboy boots.
I think I've seen him before, too, because sometimes he would have gym first period, so he'd come walk. I was like, that's fucking crazy. Like, that in itself, insane. The fit goes crazy. Yeah.
You wanna know?
Goes dummy.
You wanna know what I think I've realized? Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if this is rude. But I've noticed short kings gravitate to the country because they can wear the cowboy boot and it gives them a little bit of a heel. Like, they get a little bit of extra oomph.
Let me just tell you something for the short kings. Every bitch ever loves a Doc. Loves a good Doc Martin shoe. Girl.
Oh, yeah. Dudes in Docs, I feel like that's hot.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Love a Doc. Love a good Doc. So it's like, just do what the fucking girls do. Like, bitch, I'm 6'3", and I went ahead and got myself the Jadens, which are 3-inch platforms. I don't think anybody really gives a shit.
Yeah.
But if you're like making it about you being short and then like taking it out on the world, then that's when people have a problem. Yeah. But bro, and I think that's actually really smart. Like, they start gravitating towards country because it does give you a little bit of a little heel.
It's genius.
But it's
smart.
It's like, okay, but we're also onto you. We've already clocked it. We can
clocked it.
It's like, if that extra 2 inches makes you feel good, like, okay.
Eat it up.
Like, eat it the fuck up. But if you're gonna be like a short king and then be like mad at the world because you're short, girl.
It's like, yeah, maybe just chill.
Girl, go get that leg extension surgery. You seen that shit?
No.
That's real.
It's real? I thought that was always just a joke.
Leg extension surgery. Yeah, I've seen a video of a guy who got it done, and it's like he has metal fucking bars in his legs. He like has to relearn how to walk. They're like, no, it's crazy. It's like crazy as fuck. And then they're like,
just get stilts. Puts a
that's what I'm saying. It's like,
a big pair of pants.
It's like, is it really that worth it? Like, do you want it to be tall that bad? And he went from like, he wasn't even like a short king. He went from like 5'9" to 6 foot or some shit like that. But what
to only 6 foot for all that?
Yeah, to only 6 foot. Not even to like Yao Ming. It's like, if you're putting shit in my legs, bitch, I want to be the tallest motherfucker alive. Because what they do is they put like these things in your legs and then they'll turn them. So then it'll start stretching out the poles in their legs to start
stretching out the skin.
Stretching out your skin and stretching out your bones, and then your bone will have to like regrow to that size, and then they'll do it again, and then they'll do it again, and then they keep doing it, and you have to keep learning how to walk.
I'm literally like on the verge of vomitation.
And then you get to be 6 foot. I'm like, if it was, I say, if you wanted to be 6 foot that bad, get like you don't even have to get like platform boots or shit like that. I'm pretty sure on Amazon they sell inserts that make you taller for like Skechers and shit. I don't know, bitch.
No, they do. They fully do.
Like, I don't know. I get it. I also feel like if I were a dude and I was short, that would kind of suck. But also just like take confidence in that. I don't know.
There's tons of short girls too, though.
There's tons of short girls, but it's also just like, there's nothing more unattractive than somebody who's being like, I'm fucking unattractive. It's like, okay, yeah, you are. Like, your personality's ugly, babe.
People that like fish for compliments like that, it's like, if you don't rock your shit and just be confident in it, like, you looking ugly.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's like, I don't even mind short kings. And that's like such a shame for me because like all my life I've like crushed on short kings. So it's like, I've given short kings the benefit of the doubt, and most of the time they're just not stable in themselves. So it's like, well, why should I keep giving? Like, figure some stability out. Sorry, if you're short, figure some stability out.
Just grow the confidence a little bit.
Yeah, just grow the confidence. That's all it needs to grow.
Get it up.
Drink some milk. Grow your bones in a real way. I don't know.
I drink whenever I need confidence. I just drink milk. Just get a whole glass of milk. Actually, I fucking hate milk.
I'm lactose, so.
But do you still dabble, or how are you? Are you one of the dabblers?
I have lactose milk, so I drink lactose milk, or I like almond milk or soy milk.
I use almond milk in my shakes.
I like almond
My
milk.
smoothies.
Actually, whenever we used to work at Corner Bakery, I used to
Same, I'd always use almond milk.
their almond milk or their soy milk.
That was low-key
I was actually
goated.
a soy milk queen. I like hella went to their soy milk, and then whenever we were out of soy, I went to almond.
Yeah,
just
that's how
because I
was
felt
too.
like the soy was creamier.
Yeah, no, I definitely did that too. Dude, that was the only, like, goated part of that job is walking in, clocking in, and then being like, I'm making a fucking coffee
We also
or
used to,
three
dude,
for this
once you
trip.
once you left, we eventually, like, started, like, they started cracking down on the coffees, too. I was like, girl, I'm making myself 5 coffees to stay alive. Like, fuck you, fuck this.
And I'm gonna
like,
keep stealing your cookies, allegedly.
We're years out of this job. I think we're fine.
Yeah,
and
true.
I mean, the one that we worked at is closed down.
That's
so,
true.
I mean, can we say things? Who knows?
don't know.
We should look that up and figure it out. But if you guys want to know our Corner Bakery stories and lore, let us know and we'll fucking let you know. We'll tell you all the tea.
Yeah, there's definitely more than just me getting concussed there.
Oh, there's a lot of, like, crazy fucking shit that's happened at that bitch. So that's actually how I fucking met Team Rocket.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, bitches. So if you
So
want
that's my bad. That's like the butterfly effect.
The butterfly effect.
Effect. But because I was like, dude, you should totally come work with me at Corner Bakery. It's sick as fuck.
But honestly, I would do a lot of, like, snatchy poos. So it is what it is.
Dude, you're having me work with old fuckers that are rude as fuck because they have yet to take their fucking pain pills because they need to eat first.
Crazy fucking stories about Corner Bakery, dude.
Oh,
crazy stories with you, crazy stories by myself.
Same.
Like, so much. So
there's so much fucking lore, you guys.
So, not next week, because next week we're going to be having a special guest for our 25th. But the week after that, we can dissect some of our Corner Bakery stories.
I'm down.
Stay tuned for our special guests for our 25th.
Yes, and also if we remember the Corner Bakery stories.
Yeah, we should write it down. We'll write it down.
We'll write it down.
Okay, well, we love you guys.
We
Thank
love
you guys for
so
joining.
much. It's been so fun. Thanks for tuning into the Femme Fiasco podcast. You can like, comment, subscribe, leave a review, 5 stars that bitch.
Share with everybody you know, and then have them share with everybody they know, and then keep that train going.
Yeah, and if you also want, you can leave a submission in the anonymous submission form if you want to be a part of an episode.
Yes, ma'am. Well, we love you guys. Thank you for joining us.
Love you. Bye.